Tonight, Reese McDonald claims his family restaurant lost business after a disgruntled social media influencer left negative posts. Josh Edwards says he wanted to warn others about the poor service and food he experienced.
Okay, let's begin. I see I've got Reese McDonald here as my plaintiff, Josh Edwards as the defendant. Mr. McDonald, I see you are suing the defendant here for $2,000. Tell us why we're in court today.
Well, I own a Greek restaurant in Go City for about 5 years. We pride ourselves on doing homemade family recipes for my families going back generations. On one occasion, Josh came in. Apparently, he's some sort of a social media food critic or something. He came in one night. We were very busy. We actually were a little understaffed because someone called in sick. We couldn't find and replace him. I was on the floor myself helping my employees. Then he came in on pretty much our busiest time of the week, which is Saturday night around 7 o'clock. He didn't have a reservation. We don't really advertise reservations, but we do recommend on our busiest times. He came in without one. He had to wait about at least half an hour. Some other people did come in after him that we did seat before him because they did call ahead to tell us they were coming in, and then there were some issues with him getting his food in a timely manner, which we obviously don't want. I personally tried to apologize.
What exactly did he order, Mr. McDonald?
If I recall, it was a corned beef sandwich, and I believe that was for his guest, and he got the brisket. He wasn't happy with them and he wasn't happy with the waiter either. I did try to amend the situation by apologizing, and once I was told what was going on, I found out that he had posted a video of review the next day.
What happened after the review was posted? I assume to his social media account?
Apparently his influence worked, and then 2 very big parties emailed me and told me that they canceled. They said they canceled because of the review they saw that he posted.
Do you have some email evidence of that?
I do, Your Honor.
Then I'd like you to hand it to the bailiff, please.
Here is what the email says. Dear Mr. McDonald, unfortunately I must cancel my reservation for Saturday, April 18th. Party at 20 with recent social media post a negative customer service. We don't want to take a chance on any issues. And here is another email from a different party. This one for August the 4th for 15 people. I refuse to support businesses that only give preferential treatment to celebrities.
What is this all about, sir?
The people that came in before him, he thought they were celebrities. There's a couple politicians from the area. We knew them. They made reservations. We gave them their table.
Let's see what we're looking at, because I think there must be some missing facts here. Let's look at the video of the review itself, and then I will hear from the defendant.
If you want to know one place not to go, it's Reese Greek. The wait time was horrible. The service was even worse. And the food, I think they microwaved my brisket. With that being said, I want to let everybody know, do not go to Reese Greek.
Okay, so Mr. Edwards, why was your experience so horrible?
The host said it was going to be a 30 to 40-minute wait.
That's understandable.
It's busy on Saturdays. 15 minutes later, a group of gentlemen come in and they're greeted immediately. They're seated instantly and they're showered with a whole bunch of hospitality. I didn't know the ghost of Jimmy Carter came here. They were treated like celebrities.
Hold on, you're getting into an accusation of preferential treatment around the celebrities. Is that what you're getting?
I could have been with 7 of my friends and they all would have agreed.
Then let's seek it out. Mr. McDonald, the people that he's referring to that came and immediately were greeted, immediately were sat, and immediately got this amazing service, were they the people with the reservations? What was the difference between this gentleman and his guest and the way these other people were treated?
I knew them, yes. They are regulars and they did have reservations.
He was about to know me. We get to our table. We waited another 20 to 25 minutes for a server. Nobody even greeted us at the table, my friend and I.
That's unacceptable, right, Mr. McDonald?
Yes, I agree.
So Mr. Edwards, when you were greeted, what happened next?
I have never met a server so unpleasant and unwelcoming. As soon as this gentleman came to the table, he said, "What do you guys want to order?" I said, "Can you recommend anything?" He said no. So I picked a starter and I picked an entree for me and my friends. It was a little shareable plate with mozzarella sticks, celery, chicken strips, and onion rings. I think it was about 5 dishes with a dip on the inside.
Was it tasty?
I couldn't imagine a place getting it wrong.
Okay, so, was the corned beef to your friend's liking?
She said it was salty like the waiter.
Okay, I need you to do something for me, Mr. Edwards. Because I'm trying to ascertain certain facts so I can make an equitable ruling in this courtroom, okay? This is a courtroom, so what I need you not to do is conflate the customer service aspect, which I'm going to take into account, with the food quality, you understand? So I'll ask you again about the food. You said the appetizer was satisfactory. Was the corned beef satisfactory as well?
My friend said she did not like it because it was too salty.
Okay, and what about your sandwich? You had a brisket sandwich?
No, it was just a brisket.
Any sides?
Well, there was a side of pickles, some lumpy coleslaw, and fries. The fries were okay.
And what about the brisket? Because I think on the review we saw, you said it was microwaved.
It tasted like it was just ethed and just brought to my table, so yes, I did feel like it was microwaved. I just bit my tongue and I carried on with my meal with my friend. He did approach the table. When he came to the table, he was trying to soothe everything over.
Well, that's his job, apparently. From your point of view, you think not with his attitude.
I did tell him about the food taking a little bit longer to come. I did tell him how the server was a little big blaze. With that being said, he did stand up for his employee in his restaurant, rightfully so. Listen, I'm generally just feeling like an empty apology.
So Mr. McDonald, is it true that you take the position of supporting your staff member in lieu of addressing the food quality issues?
Yes, I did.
Why?
I did explain about our short staffing issues and that we were sorry for that and we were doing the best we could.
So, it's a lot of excuses. You know where excuses lead.
I did reprimand him later.
Okay, some of you in this courtroom today know what we're talking about. We'll let the subliminals speak for themselves. So, somebody called out, somebody was late, somebody didn't show up to work. The question is, why was the food not tasteful?
I can only say it's his taste. We certainly don't microwave.
Well, that's what matters, right? Is what the customer believes tastes good.
Well, this customer didn't like it. We didn't replace the food because he didn't ask for it.
I just wanted to add, he was aware of the long wait time. He was aware that the server took a while to even greet us in the first place. We didn't get any water refill. I had to bring it up to him when he checked on us. And so he ended up getting the waiter to give our first water and the check at the same time.
Did you get any kind of discount, Mr. Edwards?
No, I didn't.
But you should have gotten it. That was the restaurant rule.
Well, when I got the bill, I was taken aback. There was an 18% gratuity added to the check.
Mr. McDonald, why was there automatic gratuity for a party of 2?
We want to make sure servers are being compensated well, and we do it for the convenience of the customer to make sure. It's a standard policy.
And are customers allowed to deviate from that standard gratuity per the service they receive?
No.
Okay, I've heard enough of both of you gentlemen. Thank you for your testimony. I see no reason to further prolong this trial. I shall now reveal my verdict. The courts decided this. We live in an era where everybody has the potential to have power via social media. So I'm going to invite you, sir, that the next time someone comes into your restaurant and they communicate to you that the food's not good or the wait time's too long or that the service is not up to par, that you have that can-do attitude. A couple things you could have done to fix this, Mr. McDonald. You could have made sure that there was a refund of some of the items that the client didn't like. I understand paying for the things that were consumed and delighted, but the things that weren't tasty, take that off the bill. I don't want to pay for something that I didn't enjoy, and I don't expect to wait 20 minutes to get a menu and some water, nor do I expect to pay an automatic 18% gratuity that I don't have any flexibility around. That is not how you run a business. Therefore, The court finds in favor of Mr. Edwards. The plaintiff's case and his demand of $2,000 is dismissed. That's my ruling. Case dismissed.